Hello, and welcome to Business Law. In this section, we're discussing the Canadian collective bargaining disputes. For this case, we will be examining a 2016 dispute between the Halifax Typographical Union and the Halifax Chronicle Herald newspaper. On January 23, 2016, 61 members of the Halifax Typographical Union walked off the job after negotiations broke down with the Halifax Chronicle Herald over wage cuts, layoffs, and changes to the pension plan. After the strike began, the Chronicle Herald hired strikebreaker reporters as replacements. The striking employees retaliated by launching a competing online newspaper called the Local Express. By September 2016, the number of striking workers was down to 56, and some had to find new employment due to the financial burdens of striking. At this time, the union criticizes the Herald for spending more than $400,000 to date on security, while at the same time demanding newsroom cuts. They stated that the real intention was to bust the union. Also at this time, the union accuses Chronicle Herald owner Hernandez of hiring private investigators to tail and intimidate picketers. Also in September of 2016 is the first round of bargaining. The union agreed to wage cuts and increased working hours, which equated to an hourly pay cut of 17%. They also agreed to reductions in vacation time, a 25% lower starting wage, and the elimination of the benefit pension plan. However, a deal was not reached and the strike continued. In October 26 came the second round of bargaining. The Herald made additional demands for cuts to union bargaining power, reduced sick pay leave, and a further 4% wage cut. Additionally, they wanted 8 more layoffs for a total of 26, plus the closure of the Local Express online paper with the signing over of all its content to the Chronicle Herald. A deal was not reached for this either. In November of 2016, the union filed a complaint with the Nova Scotia Labour Board accusing the Chronicle Herald management of bargaining in such a manner designed to end union representation and preventing an agreement from being reached. On April 13, 2017, Transcontinental Media sold its Atlantic newspapers to Chronicle Herald, who formed a new parent company and sold all their holdings to Saltwire Network. The union calls the purchase evidence that the Herald's claim of impending financial collapse was a lie. On July 13, 2017, the Department of Labor and Advanced Education announced a forced mediation between the Herald and the union starting on August 4, 2017. And finally, on August 10, 2017, after 18 months of strike, the dispute ended. The union voted 94% in favor to ratify a new 8-year deal. The final terms of that deal were a 5% wage cut, but with pay increases over the next 7 years, a work week increase of hours to 37.5 from 35 hours per week, no layoffs for 2 years, a reduction in vacation and sick leave, and a severance of 2.5 weeks pay for each year of service at a cap of 68 weeks. So to recap, on January 23, 2016, the strike begins and 61 people from the Halifax Typographical Union hit the picket line. On September 2016, the strike breaks down to 56 people, and the first round of negotiations takes place with no agreement. In October of 2016 comes the second round of bargaining, again with no agreement. In November of 2016, still with no agreement, the Chronicle Herald is accused of attempting to end union representation. In April of 2017, the Chronicle Herald and all transcontinental papers from the Atlantic are sold to the Saltwire Network. On July 13, 2017, the Industrial Inquiry Commission announces forced mediation. And then, on August 10, 2017, after 18 months on strike, an 8-year deal is ratified. Thank you very much for listening, and we hope you found this presentation informative and enlightening as an example of a collective bargaining dispute.